You live? You might want to check it out. Okay. Audio time.
Just so we can at least post it on Dallas.
Yeah, I just got the notification.
I got Dallas class on there.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just didn't know. I just want to start over. I got that. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Just keep it. Just keep it like that. Hey, Shalom Malakiam.
Shalom.
Hey, first off, we will give all praise to our Heavenly Father. His name is
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakodash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders, and Ruel. And peace, many salutations to Yakim, his children, and his truth. We're coming with a class today. We're going into who are the Nephilim, because there's a misconception who the Nephilim are. You know, a lot of people say they're fallen angels. They came down and had sex with the Son of Man, which that would be incorrect. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just dive into it. We'll grab a couple of precepts and let's just get it going, okay?
Genesis 6.
Go ahead, Malak.
This is Genesis 6, starting from the top at verse 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. And they took them wives of all which they chose.
Okay, so according to conventional knowledge, there were some giants that were fallen angels, right? That went and had sex with some women that they thought that they was fine. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to just spell it real quick.
Verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children of them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Okay, we can stop right there now. If you look up that word, this word, Nephilim, it goes to Napaliali, which means literally giant. You know, now if you go to the root word of this, it goes to Napal, which means to fall, to lie, to be cast down, to fail. So right there, people will conclude, well, these are aliens that were kicked out of heaven. And that's grossly incorrect. That's not right. But we'll keep on reading. Well, actually, we'll go to where it says the sons of the renown, and look that up. All right, now if you look up when it says the sons of renown, let's see, let's keep going down in this one particular one. Or actually, the man of renown. Excuse me. You have a precept?
Yeah, just kind of going on what you're saying, but you can get your point first, though.
Okay. And it goes to Ayash, which is man, and Shem, which goes into, it literally translates over to the man of the name. What is that name? That name is Yahweh by Yeshem Yahweh Shai. So these men of the name are the chosen people, you know, that had the name and the understanding of the Heavenly Father. And what happened is these men slept with the other nations that didn't have the understanding, began to mix and mingle and fail. That's what I call the giants. That's what I call the fallen ones. Okay, to prove that these can't be angels, let's go to Matthew 22, and we'll start at verse 26. But before that, this brother here has a precept.
Get it real quick here. I pulled up. Okay, this is the book of Salakia. Okay, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 16. I'll start at verse 6. It says, in the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. He was not pacified toward the old giants who fell away, right? That's what Napoleon means. The fallen ones are those who will fall. Like Nepal means to fall. So like when you get that word Nephilim, right, it's really in the Hebrew Napoleon, which is like the fallen ones, or those who have fallen from that stature, right? It says he was not pacified toward the old giants who fell away in the strength of their foolishness. That's what the Elder Mark was going into. What made them fall away in the strength of their foolishness was them mixing and mingling and getting and having marriages with the daughters of men or those who are of the other nations, which the Lord specifically told us not to do. Hey, King Solomon fell into that same snare and trap. You know, when he began to marry on the wives of the different nations and began to follow their gods, same thing happened with the sons of God. You know, that was that point though.
The water. I wanted to read this commentary because it's very interesting the fact that they have it correct. And you see that that dictionary right there? Can you look up the word Nephilim? Yeah. and we'll read that too. That one's going off, but it paints the correct picture of basically the understanding of who the sons of God are, right? So now this is according to the study Bible that I have. It says sons of God refers to the godly line of Seth, which intermarried with the daughters of men, the ungodly line of Cain. The results of this spiritual mixed marriages brought the judgment of the Most High upon the pre-Melville world. While the term sons of God refers to angels in some passages, Job 1-6, and you go to Job 1-6, that's when they had the council in heavens. So people were mixed into, you know what I'm saying? So there are instances where the sons of man, they all referring to angels. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just for edification, let's pull that. Go to Job 1-6. This, you know, I guess to teach.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. It says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them.
There you go. Right there. So those are actual angels. But in this situation, in this instance, it's not talking about alluding to Genesis, the 6th chapter. That's not talking about angels. You have something?
I got something.
Go ahead, man.
Just to further prove what you just said. This is the book of Luke, chapter 3. And this is really just going into the lineage, all right, when you read it. But I want to just emphasize on the last few verses just to further improve, as the brother said, going into how we are considered sons of God as well, just like those angels. Now, this is the book of Luke, chapter 3, verse 36. And it says, and again, it's just reading down the lineage, so it's an awkward part we're starting, but I can start in the first verse. It says, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Arphaxad, which was the son of Shem.
Which is that's that chosen line. And that's the spirit, because I was going to have to touch on that in Genesis, the 11th chapter. But we'll get to it again.
Okay. It says, which was the son of Noah, which was the son of Lamech, which was the son of Methuselah, which was the son of Enoch, which was the son of Jerai, which was the son of Malaleel, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God.
That's right. Read it one more time, Mark.
I'm going to read the last verse. This is Luke 3:37. It says, which was the son of Methuselah, which was the son of Enoch, which was the son of Jared, which was the son of Melaleel, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God.
And that's beautiful, because that shows you that Abraham, that his line, him waking up, that's really us, kind of like us waking up again, man. Because he was in a foreign land, worshiping idols and things of that nature. And the Most High came to him and said, you have to separate from your people and serve me, in a nutshell. Right? You know what I'm saying? Condensing everything. That's the same thing unto us, which is, again, goes back to that chosen line.
Okay? The story of the Gentiles.
Yeah, the story of the Gentiles, but it's all over again.
Man,
you see what I'm saying? Not to digress too much, can we go back to Matthew 22, start at verse 23? This proves that the angels don't have sex, so they can't be talking about the sons of God that we read about in Job 1-6.
Yeah, I got it right here. It says 22 and 23. Matthew chapter 22, verse 23. The same day came to him the Sadducees, which say that there is no resurrection, and asked him, saying, Master, Moses said, if a man die having no children, his brother shall marry his wife and raise up seed unto his brother. Now there were with us 7 brethren, and the first, when he had married a wife, deceased, and having no issue, left his wife unto his brother. Likewise the second also, and the third unto the 7th. And the last of all, the woman died also. Therefore in the resurrection, whose wife shall she be of the 7? For they all had her.
So, I'm sorry. This for edification. The Sadducees were a sect of the Israelites of the priesthood, but they implemented a lot of Greek customs into their teachings. So they didn't believe in resurrection. So here they're trying to trip up Yahushua by asking him a question about, marriage, okay, and resurrection, okay.
Verse 29, Yahushua answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of the Most High. For in the resurrection they neither marry, nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of the Most High in heaven.
So there you go. Angels don't have sex. So this can't be talking about actual angels. Again, it's emphasizing in Genesis 6th chapter. Okay? This is talking about man of stature. You know what I'm saying? Man of renown. And just to prove that, let's go to Numbers 33. Excuse me, Numbers 13. The point is in 33, but we could start at I want to start at a good point. Start at like 27.
Okay. This is Numbers chapter 13, verse 27. It says, And they told him and said, We came into the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. And Anak, I want to say, when you get the Hebrew, means long-necked people.
Yeah, I remember we wrote that out. Yep.
And then verse 29, it says, the Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, by the coast of Jordan.
And just a backdrop of what's going on, we send scouts out to the land of Canaan to basically give a report of the land. So it was in there for 40 days, doing a survey over the land. Okay. And so when they went to the land, they see these people that were huge, that were mighty men, that were rich. The land was very plentiful. That's right. So you had some giving good reports and others saying, we're not gonna mess with these guys. The giants.
They were lying too. They was 2 on the 10.
Yeah, they was hella quick, dubs on it like Jake do.
Yeah.
Because they were scared.
That's right. Right. Beautiful voice. Go ahead, Lord.
Verse 30, and Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against this people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, The land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. Pretty much meaning like it's bad. The land is bad.
It's destitute. Basically, the land is destitute.
We can't grow shit.
Right. When the land is eating up the people, that means it's not yielding any fruit.
Evil report, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Eating up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight.
So these were big people, you know what I'm saying?
Big ass tall people.
Big tall Hamites. And also you gotta think these were, again, this is emphasizing what it says in Genesis 6th chapter. These was man of renown. This was a very plentiful land, man. Okay, so Jake didn't want nothing to do with this particular people going to war with him. But I'm bringing that out just to show you that word giant is really going into, it goes to the fallen ones, but actually it goes into, again, someone who has high status.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the sons of God, it really starts with Adam, if you want to get technical. And that, just to prove that, let's go to 2nd Esdras 6, and we can start at 47. We'll start at 47.
There's many times where the term sons of God, the Son of God shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you see it don't mean it's talking about angels in heaven. They're referred to as the sons of God in certain scriptures. In certain scriptures, if you believe on Yahweh, you're likened to a son of God. Adam was the son of God. Yahweh was the son of God. We are the sons of God. It's all tied to obedience, really.
Let's get some chill.
You're a son of God when you're truly obedient.
What verse you want, bro?
In 2nd Esdras 6, like let's just start at 47.
At 47? Okay.
Like, yeah, we'll start at 47.
Okay. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 47. And it says, upon the 5th day, that thou saidst unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes. And so it came to pass.
So this is the Elohim creating the earth, okay? The animals, the creatures. Go ahead.
For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things as commanded of the Most High, of the Elohim for real, that all people might praise thy wondrous works.
That's right. This is very, I always found this very interesting because it's kind of, evolution says it's basically the same thing. It's, that life was started in the waters. You know, which shows you that they're really hijacking these scriptures and trying to set themselves up as the, the God, basically. But that's neither here or there. Keep on going.
John, it says, and gave us them a charge to do, Salakia, verse 45. Oh, no, yeah, I'm tripping. It's 48. My bad, y'all. Verse 48. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of the Elohim, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. Then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures, the one thou callest Enoch, and the other Leviathan.
That's right. Keep on going.
And didst separate the one from the other. For the 7th part, namely, where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both.
Hey, so there you go. The Most High created Enoch, man, and he created Leviathan, the creatures in the sea. Okay? Which shows you there that, Exodus don't break itself down. It shows you there that Adam wasn't the first person on earth, contrary to what these Christians teach.
Right.
Keep on going now.
Verse 51. Unto Enoch thou gavest 1 part, which was dried up the 3rd day, and he should dwell in the same part wherein are 1,000 hills. But unto Leviathan thou gavest the 7th part, namely the moist, and hast kept them to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when. Upon the 6th day thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these Adam also, whom thou made Lord of all thy creatures.
So Adam, being different from Enoch, why is that? Because Adam was made Lord over all these creatures. Adam was set up to rule the earth. He was a son of God. Okay? Keep going.
Yeah, when it says creatures, that's a good point. Because that doesn't only necessarily mean it's talking about cattle and such. We're creatures as well. All right, just said you have a President Biden, just as an example, with his dumb behind. But he's president, but he has creatures subject unto him, including people, just using that as an example. That's right. Yeah. Creatures subject to vanity. That's right. Gotta get up here.
2nd Ezra 8:45. Be not wroth with us, but spare thy people. Have mercy upon thine own inheritance, for thou art merciful unto thy creatures.
That's it. Let's go. Come. Back in verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
That's right. So Adam is the progenitor of who? The sons of God. Most High's chosen people who were supposed to rule the earth, but they failed because why? They were mixing mingling with the other nations.
Right.
So let's go back to Genesis, the 6th chapter. You feel like there's more on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep on going.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, these are the sons of men.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you have the three classifications of men that we always go into: the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. All right, in order to properly understand the sons of God as we're going into, you have to know that there's men that the Lord set up, all right, to be with them, all right, and then regular people and then the wicked. Sirach 33 talks about that. Now, when you continue, it says, as for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and as like in the abundance of them as a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So they're extras. They're insignificant.
That links up with Isaiah 40 too. Yeah, Isaiah 40 goes into the other nations being less than us. So for everybody to think that the Apocrypha ain't real, hey, keep reading.
That's right. Verse 5. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and devour us. And what is that? That's the fall. All right. Our fall was from the state that we naturally should be in, being those kings and priest figures. But through transgression against his laws, he brought us down to be subject under the heathen. That's the fall. That's what that Nepal is going into, as the elder brother's talking about.
Right.
You know? That's the point.
Beautiful, brother. Broke it down. Did anybody have precepts? I feel like brother's holding some.
I got one.
Yeah.
Okay, this is real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. The point is in verse 6, also at verse 5. It says, nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle, and therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood, and passing the rough sea in a weak vessel are saved. Going into the time of Noah, right? Verse 6, here's the point. For in the old time also, when the proud giants perished, the hope of the world governed by thy hand escaped in a weak vessel, and left to all ages a seed of generation.
That's beautiful that you brought that out, because we're actually going to touch on that going back to Genesis, the 6th chapter. Because of the transgressions of the man of renown, the giants, the fallen ones, the Most High sanctioned for the whole world to be flooded, right? You know, a particular group of people were to be saved, right? Which we know that chosen line comes from Shem. Okay, so let's go back to Genesis 6. I believe we stopped at verse 4.
Yep.
We'll read down to verse 11 or 12.
I'll read verse 4 again.
Okay.
This is Genesis 6 and 4. There were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children unto them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Mm-hmm.
And it repented Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart.
So the Most High seen the state of the earth, and he was basically disgusted, because people were living and doing all types of abominations, much like what you see going on today. You see all types of imaginations are being played out on the earth. The whole concept of Pride Month is a huge example of that, man. You know, they're working things that's unseemly. You know, they just added 2 extra alphabets to it, man. So that acronym is just increasing more and more wickedness. So all types of abominations is flourishing on the earth out there.
And Jake is at the forefront.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jake is the face of it.
Yep.
Because all nations were going off, but it's specifically talking about Jake in Genesis 6. So just imagine what they would do.
Yeah. I was what's that movie, Green Pastures? It'll give you a good visual. You know what I'm saying? Because it showed the Lord actually having that conversation with Noah about what's going on earth. And Noah giving him the scoop, and he like, yeah, I might go on and handle that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a visual for it, look up Green Pastures. You know, it's all Jake cast.
Yep.
Hey, this brother has the definition of Nephilim in the Compact Dictionary, Bible Dictionary. Go ahead and read it out. It goes off, but just edifying. You know what I'm saying?
I got the
Yeah.
It says Nephilim, fallen ones, the offspring of marriages between the sons of God and the daughters of men. And they reference Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. And it says the word Nephilim is translated as giants by the KJV and in KJV, referencing Genesis 6 and 4 again and Numbers 13:33, the brother already brought out. It says some scholars believe the Nephilim were descended from famous rulers, outstanding leaders, and mighty warriors.
That's right.
That's
So
it.
we had the understanding. We had the scoop, man. We were that peculiar people. But what happened? These women, man. Same thing with Adam. That woman, Solomon, that woman. You see what I'm saying? We get on, we get some females, and we fall off. You know, be among the heathens, get lax.
I looked up that word renown in verse 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Shem.
Shem. Yep.
Yeah.
So if we read it, it means Ayash Shem, man of the name.
Man of the name.
Reputation, fame, glory, the name as designation of the Most High. Memorial, monument, name.
Right, everything.
All of that.
Authority, yeah.
Yep, reputation, fame, and glory. Men of renown, right? Famous men. You know?
That's it.
Men.
Rulers, yeah. And righteousness.
Yeah.
The proof is man, and when you read in Genesis 6, it literally says, man is but flesh.
That's it.
Man.
There you go.
Reading is fundamental, baby.
Yep. That's right. That's it on that, because if you keep on reading, it's gonna start tripping.
Yeah.
It's gonna start tripping.
Yeah, kick the balls out.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go back to Genesis. No, it's all right.
This is back in the book of Genesis, the 6th chapter.
I left off in
Verse 6. It says, and it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and creeping thing, and fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just and perfect in his generations.
And how was he just and perfect? Because he he had the understanding, the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Hashani. He walked in it. You see? So Noah is very, very important, you know, in the furthering of the sons of God. The priesthood. Okay?
That's right.
Keep on going.
God. And Noah walked with God, meaning he walked in the spirit. You know,
It's like Enoch.
Right. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was also corrupt before the Elohim, and the earth was filled with violence.
That's right. So the earth was corrupt and filled with violence. Again, we see this going on now. Every week there's a school shooting, and people are desensitized to it. You know, kids can get shot up. You know, whether or not it's plotted by the elite or whatever. There's actually people out there that's dying, man. You know what I'm saying? The Buffalo shooting. You know, that's just swept underneath the rug. You know, abortions at all-time high. You know, pedophilia, kids being tortured and raped and murdered. You know what I'm saying? Eve is going this at a substantial rate. Organs being sold. All this is going on now. Why? Because the rulership is off. You see what I'm saying? But it says that in Sirach 10. But there's one in Proverbs that's better. I think about it says when they just so in
Proverbs 29.
Proverbs 29. Can you grab that up?
too.
Yep. Yep. So, you see throughout the world, man, a spirit of mourning because the evil are ruling. And you know what's crazy is it's our fault.
Yeah. Starting with Adam.
Yeah.
And Solomon.
Yep. What has that done?
Them two falls led to just throughness.
Yeah. We really messed up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
From top to bottom.
Yep. Because if we those people, not to jump the gun, we're the sons of God, right?
Right.
So we was those guys that was, sleeping with the, you know what I'm saying? The Moab with the, well, it wasn't Moab at the time. The heathen. Okay? Bowing to their gods.
Learning their works.
Going to their temples and getting real nasty, man. Because if you do research on how, these various, these various idols, in order for you to worship these idols, you have to, like the priest, the brother said, you have to have sex with the temple holders, man. And all types of unseemly things was going on in there. And that, what did that cause? That caused a decadence to flourish.
Orgies and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, orgies, man. Say into anything and everything, man.
Tossing it, whatever you want.
We do it now.
Yeah.
The Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn."
That's right. So there is a sense of mourning on the earth because the rulership is grossly off, man. It says in Job 9:24 that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covers up the faces of the judges thereof. It's not aware who is he. We understand that Esau, Edom, was able to rise to the top because he was following after the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? So we know that the Most High, right, and reinstate the earth with Shem, Ham, and Japheth, but there was only a chosen seed in which the Most High was dealing with, which is Shem. Now to prove that, let's go to Genesis, the 11th chapter, and we'll start at verse 10. Okay.
Real quick though, when you get Genesis 9, it says, "Blessed be the Lord God of Shem." Just get that too.
Okay.
First.
Why?
That's because you should say, "Blessed be the Lord God of Japheth." Blessed be the Lord God of Ham. So,
I got it right here. This is Genesis chapter 9, verse 26. And it said, "And he said, Blessed be the Lord, God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant."
That's it, bro. That's it. So let's jump to
Genesis 11.
Genesis 11. Let's start at verse 10.
Genesis 11 and 10, it says, "These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begot Arphaxad 500 years and begot sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 530 years and begot Salah."
and I want to say this: when you hear that they got sons and daughters, they have a lot of people. Right? The scriptures just focus in on particular. Those sons and daughters are still.
They count. Yeah, they count.
Sons and daughters of God at the end of the day. Adamites, they're of that line. Set.
That's right.
Continue on. Back in verse 13, it says, "And Arphaxad lived, and after he begot Salah 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber."
That's where we get the word Hebrew, not war. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the word ancient. It's ancient.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
Genesis 11 and 15, it says, "And Salah lived after he begot Eber 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years and begot Peleg." And I think that word means to divide.
Yep, that's when the earth was divided. That's when the earth was divided. There's two chairs out there for you, Brad.
It shows like we had our names were nomen omens too.
Listen, you got it.
continued on.
I got a quick one.
Okay.
Genesis 10 and 21. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber. The Hebrews.
The Hebrews. Hebrews.
Hebrews.
Keep going, man.
Verse 16, it says, Eber lived 34 years and begot Peleg, and Eber lived after he begot Peleg 430 years and begot sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and begot Reu.
Hey, if I may, to bring up a point, earlier in Genesis 6, remember it went into how he reduced the years of them to 120.
I think the apostles, basically that was meaning he prophesied 120 years.
Oh,
Because
okay.
men lived longer than 120 years.
Okay, I got you. I thought
they lived
after
way
the
longer
flood,
than
they started
120
shortening the
It
years.
did shorten,
Yeah.
but I think that Apostle Zahar, he brought out, because it used to be taught that way, but then he brought out that it actually was just basically Noah prophesied that. That was the number of years Noah would be.
Okay.
120 years.
And then the short days, the shortened days come in Psalms where it talk about you're gonna be around 70 years old, and if you do get to 80, you're gonna be through.
So
So that was the shortening of the days of actual man. That's what I'm saying. How many people you see now that get to live to be 90?
Not too many.
Come 75, you're through if you get that far. So that was the prophecy in Psalms.
Okay.
Water, beautiful. Hey, Malak, can you jump down just for a second time?
Yep.
Can you jump down to verse 25, Baba Kashan?
This is Genesis 11 and 25. It says, and Nahor lived after he begot Terah 119 years and begot sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran.
So boom, there you go. Here goes Abram coming on the scene. Okay, which we know later is going to be his name is going to be called Abraham. So the Most High spoke unto Abram and told him, look, you have to separate, right? For you to keep my law, statutes, and commandments, and I'm going to make you a great nation. To prove that, go to let's see here, Genesis 12 and 1. You know what I'm saying?
Genesis 12 and 1. Can I make a quick point? Because even at that time where, Abraham, Terah, Nahor, Haran, they were all worshiping idols.
All of them.
They were worshiping other gods at that time.
Actually, Nahor actually means snoring, to be asleep.
Wow.
He started the falling away.
Yep. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? The falling away started with Nahor.
That's Terah's father.
Man.
That's Abram's granddad.
Yeah.
So it's heavy, man.
Yep. And then Terah had a son named Nahor.
Yeah.
But when you read in Joshua 24, it tells you that on the other side of the flood, or the Euphrates, if you will, they were worshiping idols.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and that's still the line of the sons of God still. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
right.
what to make a point.
That's right.
You wanted that in Genesis 12?
Baba Kashan. Start the one. I'm sorry.
This is Genesis 12 and 1. It says, now the Lord has said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing.
That's right. Keep on going.
And I will bless him that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
That's right. So through Abram, right, the whole earth is going to be blessed. Why is that? Because he was given an understanding. Why is that? Because his line goes back to who? Adam. Okay. Let's go to Genesis 17. Let's see here. Go to Genesis 17 and start. Get to it. Okay, go ahead.
Sirach 49 and 16. Shem and Seth were great in honor among men, and so was Adam above every living thing in creation.
Can you read that again, Squan?
It says Shem and Seth were great in honor among men, and so was Adam above every living thing in creation.
There you go. Just emphasizing again who's the sons of God are. Okay. Did you have something?
No.
Let's go back to let's go to Genesis 17, and we'll start at verse. Let's start at verse 5.
This is Genesis chapter 17, verse 5.
Actually, start at 1.
Genesis 17 and 1, it says, and when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared unto Abram and said unto him, I am the almighty power. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua made a covenant with Abram. Right? And that covenant was basically endowing him with the understanding, that breath that Adam had. Okay? Keep going now.
Verse 3, it says, verse 3, and Abram fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, as for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be called Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee.
So kings should come out of thee. And who's those kings, Akia?
Israelites.
The Israelites.
Nation and kingdom of priests.
That's right. I got that on deck. Deuteronomy 76.
Okay.
You want to shut the door? Okay.
Okay. You want me to continue on this?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's right. So the Most High sanctioned it, made a covenant with Abraham that he was going to multiply his seed, and this seed was going to be great. You know, and this is us going and establishing ourselves in the land of Canaan. Okay? With us establishing ourselves in the land of Canaan, we were to do what? Follow after the law, statutes, commandments, keep the way. But you know how we get down.
Don't stop.
We don't stop.
Don't stop. Get it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. So we decided to. When we went to the land, we didn't kill all the various Hamites, but we began to mix and mingle with them. That's right.
Brothers reading Deuteronomy 7?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we start up. What you're going into, when you start up by verse 4 and 5, it goes into what you're saying.
Oh, beautiful, man. The water for that. The water for that.
She was in the same chapter. You know? Ain't nothing cool.
Yeah, you can start at 1. It goes into exactly, it gives the various Hamites.
Read verse 1.
Yeah, it is. Start at 1.
Okay.
Sure.
This is Deuteronomy 7 and 1. When Yahweh thy God shall bring thee into the land which thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites, the Amorites and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahweh thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto a son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
So we had clear instructions from Yahweh Bashim Shah to annihilate the Hamites, the various Hamites. But, we mixed and mingled with them. It talks about that actually in Psalms 106. Can we grab that, Papa Shah? Let's get that in Psalms 106.
Yeah, I found it. This is Psalm 106 and 34. It says, They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
So we mingled amongst them, you know, and learned their works. We took after we took their daughters, you know.
About to go into it.
We gave them our daughters, right?
Yep.
We made a covenant with them, which was a clear violation of what Yahweh Bashim sanctions us to do.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Ezekiel 16 goes into that too, going into how our mother was a Canaanite pretty much. We made those covenants and leagues with them. We became like them.
Verse 36, it says, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
And the snare is a trap. So these very idols that our people were engaged in began to pollute us, much like you see going on now. Look at Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Gives you has given our people a very docile, you know what I'm saying, and simple mindset.
A trap is designed for you to fall.
Right.
Hence the fallen ones. You know what I'm saying? We fell into a trap. The sons of God fell into a trap. You know what I'm saying? You got to repent to get out of that mud.
That's right, brother.
All the way to this day. Yeah, you know. So
That's right. That's right.
and understanding that is huge, because you got a lot of people that's getting jacked up and don't know why. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
Straight up, they don't know.
yeah,
Also, too, in that Ezekiel 16, with the mothers of Canaanite, it really goes into pretty much the nativity of the nation of Israel being pretty much in the land of Canaan. That's what that's going into. Just for edification.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Verse 37, it says, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
It's that worshiping Molech. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And hey, don't you see we see that going on today?
Man.
We see you know, the number one proponent for abortions are who? Our people. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, chiefly Eve, the so-called black woman, man. Which is really in a lot of ways worshiping an idol.
That's it.
Okay? Worshiping Molech, but it's talking about that in Matthew the 6th chapter. Mammon. Because they're saying, oh, I'm doing it so I can further my career. Okay? Yep, kids can serve God's mammon. Go ahead, up.
Oh, I'll read to verse 39. It says, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood. Verse 39. Thus were they defiled with their own works and went a-whoring with their own inventions.
That's right. So, just like it says, the imagination, loosely paraphrasing in Genesis, work of strength. You see that going on in the nation of Israel when we entered into the land. And because of that, what happened? The Most High sent us into captivity. Okay? Yes.
No, it's all good.
That was it on that part.
That's right. And so the Most High send us, the fallen ones, right? The true Nephilim, into captivity. Real quickly, Hosea 1-9. Everybody, we all know this, right?
Right. It's Hosea 1-9. Then said the Most High, call his name, Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
And how was this? How we standing on our feet, Akim?
Through the spirit of Yahweh, shining last days, be important unto us. Obedient.
What is the main factor though? What I'm getting at? Who is the main factor?
Yahweh sacrifice.
Right. That's why Yahweh Shai is so important. Okay? That's why he's so important, man. Because he gave us this, he came back, died for us, gave us this knowledge. See what I'm saying? Hey, real quickly, 2nd Ezra 7, and we'll start at Let's see. We'll start at 28. Start at 28. Actually, yeah, 28.
2 Ezra 7:28. For the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
No, that's second Ezra 7.
No, that's all good. Take your time, man.
I got a hell right here.
You got it, brother.
This is second Ezra 7:28. It says, "For my son Yahushai shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. After these years shall my son Amashiach die, and all men that have life."
I was like, how is the Apocrypha not canon?
Right.
Nigga just sat up there and lied.
Yeah.
There you real.
That's right.
Oh boy.
And this is the only count in the Old Testament where Yahushua's name is actually revealed to one of the ancient prophts.
Man.
Being him.
Yeah, it's pretty specific. And it says, and man that have life. Who was that man?
The Israelites.
The
Us,
sons of
the
God.
elect. The sons of God. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It says those. It said Yahweh shall be revealed with those that be with him.
Yeah.
Letting you know who that is. Man, that family in the heavens,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Can't get around it. Can't get around it.
Yep. That's why what we're doing is so important, man. You really think about it, we really could be those men, you know what I'm saying, that are the sons of God, that was created to be a part of this basically to be a part of this this kingdom, man. The kingdom of the Heavenly Father. To rule with Yahweh Shai. Okay? Let's go to Ephesians 1. 1 and start at 4. Actually, let's start at 3.
Yeah, let's start at 1.
Start at 1.
Hey, he talking to the sons of God.
Yeah. Let's start at 1.
You got it. Come over, read.
Ephesians 1.
Okay.
Ephesians 1.
There you go.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahushua Mashiach, by the will of the Most High, to the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Yahushua Mashiach, sons of God. Mm-hmm. Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Yahushua, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy.
So we were chosen for the foundation of the world. Before.
It's your true origin.
That's your true origin.
Yep.
We were helping create the earth.
Sons of God.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. And the sons of God were given to Yahweh Shai as a reward for obedience.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to be one of those spirits, man.
Hey, this is something to fight for.
Yeah.
God.
1 John 3 and 2, 3 and 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because they knew him not. Beloved, now we are the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
That's right.
For we shall see him as he is.
That's right. That's it. Hey, so when Yahweh Shai comes back, we're gonna get that glory, man. A lot of people that's call themselves Israelites, right? They don't understand. I don't know why we say that that's calling themselves like they ain't Israelites. But a lot of people that's call themselves priests of Israel. That'd be a better description.
Right.
They don't understand what they're a part of. They're trying to shine on this side, and that's why we're deemed as the bum camp. The guy from ISUPK. He was making fun and say, "Oh, you talking about the guys with the multicolored garments? They got white boys in their camp. They did say that. They look at us as if we're filth." But they don't understand that the Most High is dealing with us on a very, very intimate level. Why is that? Because of the knowledge that we was bestowed. And if you want to get technical, this knowledge was bestowed unto us from the foundation of the world.
That's right.
We were chosen to do what we're doing right now.
Yep. So the Lord's revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. You know what I'm saying? And when you go into that word secrets, I can't think of the Hebrew word, but it goes into an intimate conversation.
Really?
Yes. An intimate conversation with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He revealing his secrets to his servants, the prophets.
That's right.
If those secrets haven't been revealed to you, you're gonna look at it different. But when they have been revealed to you, you finna push it. You see?
That's why I say brother in the scripture too, because that brother makes it personal. You don't say everybody or you. He said brother.
Right.
Hey,
That's a personal thing.
hey, that's why Yahweh Shai said that I call you my friend.
John 15.
Yeah.
John
I
15.
call you no more servants, but
I call you my friend.
You know, so you don't tell your servants what you got going, but you tell your partners.
Yeah, that's right.
I was, that makes me think. You said the multicolored garments. It makes me think about Joshua, the multicolored coat,
Joseph.
I was thinking that too.
and how his brothers hated him.
Yeah, that's spiritual.
That's heavy.
Because that love
Yeah.
that Jacob had for him. So
Yo, that's heavy though.
That's really
a good ass point.
it's
Yeah, that's
the
very
same type of this thing
Disdain.
hate from the brethren, but it was needful for us to suffer that hate for the sake of the whole nation to be restored.
Right.
We understand that the Most High is doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
And as the drought comes in the spirits, where they gonna come to eat?
They gonna come to us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In the midst of Egypt.
Woo!
That's
a lesson.
That's a lesson.
That's a lesson.
I'm about to call him fool like it was. Say fool.
Right.
That's a lesson.
Hey, but we can finish this in Ephesians and that's it, man.
Okay.
You know,
Come on, go on, keep going.
come on, Barbara Bishop.
Come. This is back in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to himself.
That word adoption is very important too, by the way. I wanted to look it up. Excuse me, just for edification. Play it.
Strong's G 5206. We are Thesia. We are Thesia.
Adoption as sons. That relationship which the Most High was pleased to establish between himself and the Israelites in preference to all other nations.
That's what I'm saying. What are you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that?
It says that in Romans, the 9th chapter also.
Yep.
To whom pertain the adoption.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That adoption is just like the redemption.
Yep.
You see, to be able to go get somebody and bring them back to the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, when you go into the curse in Deuteronomy 28, y'all brought it out of the camp. It says, no man shall redeem you or buy you. Yahweh Shai had to die and resurrect and be risen to be immortal in order for us to be brought back and be redeemed.
Right.
You know?
I'll bring out a precept. Of course. Romans 5 and 8, I'm going to read 18 and 19 in NLT. It says, yes, Adam's one sin brings condemnation for everyone through that line, which the whole world's fucked up when we off. When the sons of God are not in their rightful position of everything suffers. So yeah, everyone, but it's really talking about that line, that lineage. It says, yes, Adam's sin brings condemnation for everyone, but Hamashiach's one act of righteousness brings a relationship with God and a new life for everyone. Because one person disobeyed God, many became sinners. Commandment was given unto Adam, that was the breath of life. Just like we just read in what was that, Revelation, where it said after 3 days and a half, spirit of life. That's that same breath of Adam. There was a point where Adam was just walking around without, but he got the understanding. We're partaking of that same breath, you know, but it's through a new high priest in the heavens. Right? Because Adam was the first priest on the earth. That started that family line of priests. But it says, because one person disobeyed God, many became sinners. But because one other person obeyed God, many will be made righteous. That's through Yahweh Shai. As Adam failed, as Solomon failed, as Yahweh Shai, he was obedient. He got it right as the Son of God.
brought up a good point going into how Adam walking and then received the breath. It made me think about Yahweh Shai. You know, his 30th year when he was baptized by John, it says the Spirit descended down into him like a dove, like the breath. And when God descended, he walked and lived his life, but then he was upgrading the Spirit by that breath. You know, just came to mind when you said that.
That's right. That's right. Beautiful points. I'm gonna finish this one right here. Back to that word adoption. Now the second definition, the nature and condition of the true disciples in Mashiach, who by receiving the Spirit of God into their souls become sons of God. Okay. So it's always going back to that lineage. We can go ahead and read that and we'll finish up.
Come. Back in Ephesians 1 and 5, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he had made us accepted in the beloved.
That's what I'm saying. It's like being adopted by a family member.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Something happened to your parents, another family member will step in to raise you and actually adopt you. You know what I'm saying? Go through that whole process. You know, that's another reason why they call Yahweh Shai the Father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Abraham redeemed Lot. That was a redemption when he got it. You know?
That's right. You got Mordecai and Esther. The same thing.
There you go.
Abraham wanted to adopt Eleazar and make him his servant, or to make him his heir.
Yep. Which verse?
Verse 7.
Okay. Read verse 7.
Come. This Ephesians 1 and 7. In whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace, wherein he hath abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence. That breath.
That's right, that breath. That understanding. That's only bestowed onto a particular lineage, which starts all the way back to Adam.
Having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath proposed in himself.
What he purposed.
Purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in a Mashiach, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him.
That's right. So that word dispensation means the management, right? So the management of time, he's gathering the elect. Okay? And we're at the end of that gathering. See how Shai's about to return and he's about to redeem his brethren. Okay?
Makes me think of like when you got like a dispensary or something like that, or when something is being dispensed, it's pretty much something being poured out. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's being released and poured out too. So like in the dispensation of time, as the elders going into, as the Lord has a management of time where he's going to be gathering together the pieces or the stones, if you will, the Lord is dispensing the Spirit upon the elect and waking us up. You know,
it talk about that in the Apocrypha about wisdom and knowledge being poured onto us. I want to say this in I find it
like particular gifts. You know, like the Lord Yahweh Shai, he got poured the Spirit without measure. It wasn't measured unto him. He had it. He had it all. But unto us, it's a measure, a dispensing being poured out to each individual member of the elect to fulfill and edify the church in their particular portion that was given to them for the building of the church. Each by the high priest in the heavens. That's in Ephesians 2, ain't it? Talks about the gifts. Ephesians 4. You know, God get it, but it made me think about that word. Made me think about that. You know, that was it.
This Ephesians 1 and 11, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestined according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will.
That's right. That's right. So being predestinated, you know what I'm saying, the Most High is going to redeem us through his son, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So we went through all these things, you know what I'm saying, these various captivities, things of that nature, so we can fully understand the will of the Heavenly Father. And that's, look, man, follow my way. Look, anything else, it's not going to work. We have to know good before we know We have to know bad before we know good. You know what I'm saying? The Most High refining us so we can be true judges. When we get to the kingdom, we ain't gonna dare go off. Like, no, hell no. Go ahead.
I want to go into what you're saying.
God.
Romans 8. I don't know if y'all read this.
No, not that yet.
Romans 8 and 11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Hamashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit. We are the children of the sons. All right? The Bunyam of God.
And that lets you know that this wisdom is very particular. You have all these Christians that like to make fun of us because, you know, these various camps don't get along. But hey, look at Christianity, man. It has over 10,000 denominations. You know, people bringing all types of abominations into the church. Literally, look it up. You know what I'm saying? I would just being modest because I ain't want to give the exact number. I don't know the exact number. It's a lot. You see? So there's going to be particular understanding that the sons of God are going to get. And that understanding is going to lead to a kingdom of heaven. Okay?
That's right.
So I think the point was made. Keep on going, it's going to be, be redundant. You know what I mean? So, if anybody else say anything? All right, with that being said, we give our praise to our Heavenly Father. Thank you.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash.
The bonds to the apostles and elders that do well. Each of the saints, Y'all got to the truth. Shalom.
Shalom.